Hello and welcome to another video. Today I want to compare the BabyBjörn bouncer to the Bright Starts bouncer. So this is a $200 bouncer and this is only a $30 bouncer. So of course we're comparing apples to oranges as far as price point. But if you're a parent, I don't want you to assume that these are the same thing and buy the cheaper one just because it's cheaper. These are actually vastly different products. This BabyBjörn bouncer has this cotton fabric that's removable, washable, comes with these nice comfortable straps. This Bright Start one has a polyester lining that's much easier to wipe down. So wipe it down versus wash it in the washer. This also has the straps, but they're slightly different. These are the traditional straps with the clasps, and this has one that slides in, much easier to use. This one does come with this arch on top for the toys. So these are fairly basic toys. Of course, it's only a $30 product, so you can't expect much. It is a little bit colorful. But the BabyBjörn one, we found is much more versatile. You can have 3 different heights. So depending on the size of your baby, you can progressively make it taller. Also, if your baby has reflux or something like that, you can adjust the height depending on their needs. Also, this collapses for transport. So it actually goes completely flat for transport. All you have to do is push this through this red thing, and there you go, it goes completely flat. So if you're visiting family or just traveling somewhere and you want to take your bouncer with you, it's very useful. This one I primarily use outdoors because I don't want to damage my nice one. So it does have its use, but in general I find that my baby slides off very easily, so I have to strap it in. This one, if I'm just putting him in for a couple of minutes, I don't necessarily have to strap him in. Of course, that's going to change once my baby starts sitting up or rolling, things like that. I've also found that my baby can easily bounce this one themselves. Even at the age of 2.5 months there, he's kicking around, he's bouncing this himself, he's having a lot more fun in there. Versus here, a baby can't really bounce themselves. You got to use your hand, or you can use the vibrating feature for it to move around a little bit. With the BabyBjörn, of course, it's a much more premium product, so the fabric feels much more premium, breathable, versus this is polyester. It's going to get hot. Also, while the toy arch is nice, it's sort of useless because you do have to remove it to put them in and out, or it just makes it very awkward to do that. You can even feed your baby while they're in here. Feeding him in here with especially the arch in place is kind of difficult. If you really wanted an arch, you can also clasp it on the BabyBjörn. I've seen people do that, so but you'll have to buy that separately. The BabyBjörn bouncer is much more ergonomic for our baby. He likes sitting in here much more, and it's also going to last us much longer because you can change that height, and eventually on the tallest setting you can use it as a toddler seat. Versus this one, you can only use it for the first few months, maybe up to a year of life. Probably not even up to a year, because once they get too big, my baby's already sliding off, so it's going to get even more and more difficult for them to stay in there. So while this is cheaper, it's not going to last you as much longer. But this is a much larger upfront investment of $200 versus just $30 for this one. So they both have a little bit of positives and negatives. Of course, this one, the price mainly, and this one's everything else really. But I just wanted to do a fair comparison after close to 3 months of use so that you have an idea about which one to purchase and which one is going to be worth it for you. Let's go ahead and put my son in this Bright Start one. As you can see, it's just kind of immediately starts sliding down, which is fine if you put the strap on. But if you're just putting him in for 2 minutes, unfortunately he does slide down with his butt all the way down here, which is sort of concerning. But you are supposed to use it with the strap on, and he seems pretty comfortable in there for now. And when you bounce him, as you can see, it's fairly easy to do. You can use your foot to bounce as well, but it's going to be a little bit more uneven because this bar is thinner. Seems like he's enjoying looking at the mirror right now. Let's go ahead and put him in the BabyBjörn and see how he likes that one. As you can tell, I'm having difficulty getting around this arch, but you do get used to it. And then on here, bounces much more easily. I think in general he just enjoys this one more. Maybe it's the material he's sitting on. and you can see that he's not sliding down because this divot for the butt is much more deeper. You could just strap him in if you feel more comfortable. If you're leaving him unattended for a little bit more than a few minutes, it's important to strap him in, but you don't necessarily need to. You take it off. This is all you do. There you go. Well, that's it for this comparison. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.